The Eagles have hired, according to Adam Schefter and all reports we're getting, they have hired a new head coach, Nick Sirianni. Now, I just put a video out maybe about an hour and a half ago saying that out of the top three finalists that we heard were Sirianni, McDaniels, and Deuce Staley, that I want Nick Sirianni out of all of them. And of course, that's what the Eagles do. So before we start talking, I want to give you guys a little bit of a background on him. So Sirianni worked under Frank Reich in Indy. He's 39 years old, served as the Chargers quarterback coach while Reich was in San Diego in 2014-2015. While keeping Reich handles play calling, so Reich handled the play calling, his offense ranked 10th in 2018, 19th in 2019, and in 2020, 12th. So I love this move. I think that, I mean, if you're going to hire one of those three guys, that's who I would have hired. I wanted an offensive coach, a young guy, somebody who's not a retread with other teams. You know what I mean? So it's an interesting hire. This is a very interesting hire to me. And of course, most importantly, I'm glad it's not Josh McDaniels. I'm not going to lie to you. You guys probably could tell. So how's everybody doing out there? What is happening? What is going on? I see names are pouring in. What's going on, everybody? Mark Holmes says, I can thank him for the heads up. Oh, what the hell are you talking about? What heads up? John Gill, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Mark Holmes walks around with his camera at all times. The guy makes 87,000 videos a day. Some people have to go to work and drive around. You know what I'm saying? You have to drive home first. Joe Mama, what's going on? Do you think Deuce gets offensive coordinator? I don't know who's going to be the offensive coordinator. I really don't. We got 440 people here. Please like, please subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let's get them likes up. Yeah, I think one of the big things that I read about this hire was that they were impressed with the coaching staff that he put forth. So I like that. You texted me 15 minutes ago. I already have 20. I didn't get no text from you. I mean, you might text me, but I haven't checked it. I had to drive. I had to get things ready. I didn't have time. I don't sit around with a camera going, oh, ready to go, ready to go. Oh, the wind blew in Philly. Make a video. Ha ha. You wanted Eric? Well, here's my thing. I thought that, you know, if I was going to do it, I would have waited. Why not interview Eric Bieniemy? Why not go through all the process? You know, but Nick Sirianni, he got an interview. They loved him. Basically, he went and got a second interview the next day, and that's it. The question is who's going to have the power? You know what I'm saying? And John Gill, I don't know if I thanked you, but thank you so much for the super chat. Well, Sirianni stinks. Why does Sirianni stink? Omar, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Ethan, what's up, man? He will be another puppet of Howie and Lori. Well, that's the question. Will he be a puppet or will he not? I don't know. But look, if it was Josh McDaniels, I think it would have been big problems. And here's one other thing. Apparently, Lori didn't like McDaniels how he did. And there was a little bit of struggle. And it looks like Lori put his foot down. So I'm okay with it. I think this is a very, very intriguing hiring. Arturo, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. He says, yo, Philly, as a Colts fan, you guys got a good coach. He's a great game planner, and he's no-nonsense coach. And been with Reich for a total 6 of the 3 years in Chargers, 3 in Indy. Hopefully he succeeds with y'all. Thank you, Arturo. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Mark says Eagles stink. Eagles are, look, dude, this is a better hiring than Mike McCarthy was for Dallas. I mean, at least we got a young guy. I wanted a, look, I don't want a yes man. But I do like the idea of new guys. Like when the Giants got Joe Judge, right? I kind of liked it because it's a new guy. I don't like always the retreads, you know? Joseph says, unexpected. Kind of. I mean, we kind of knew last night something was up with him. Do you think he will benefit by helping us in the draft? Well, look, I don't know what the power structure there is going to be. That is my one worry. My one worry is because he's young and he's getting the first chance, will Howie Roseman control the coaching staff and all those kind of things? You know what I mean? But I like this hiring overall. Personally, I would have liked to see Bieniemy get an opportunity, but hey, it is what it is. This is an awesome hire. We will bounce back. I love it. Mama, what's up? Andrea says, I wish Deuce was our coach. Yeah, I think the thing with Deuce is maybe because he's a running back coach and not a offensive coordinator. Maybe they thought it was too high of a jump. They didn't want to risk. I don't know, but we'll see. Maybe they make Deuce an offensive coordinator. I don't know, but I think you had to get an offensive mind. I think you had to get somebody that can possibly fix Carson Wentz and develop. Man, I'm sorry, these are going so damn fast. I can't keep up with it. Thank you so much, guys. Sorry if I'm missing any of your chats. If I'm missing any of your comments, just recycle it. Just redo it, and I'll try to get to it. Stephen K, thank you so much for super chat. Better choice than McDaniels. I was very scared about McDaniels because we've heard that he had problems in Denver. We heard that he didn't get along with everybody. No Stogie. Well, maybe later. Maybe later we'll do a Stogie. Tomorrow, what I'll do is. Tomorrow we'll do we'll try it again. We'll try to do a fan call-in show so I can get your reactions. It's the middle of the day for me, so it's kind of hard. I had to run back to do this. Got to go back out at like 1 my time. So, Herb Artist, thank you so much for super chat, man. I appreciate it. Can he work with Deuce and Howie? Well, the question always is, can anybody work with Howie? Deuce, I think so. What's good, Esmarie DeBooth? What's happening? I don't want to hear you Eagle fans saying that your guys are back. Oh, yeah, you don't want to hear it? So we're back. I don't know. Look, I like it. I'm intrigued by him because he's a young offensive coordinator on an offense that the Eagles desperately needed. When Frank Reich left, we left something. I think this move has a lot to do with Carson. I really do. I wouldn't be surprised if Deuce leaves. He could. Still over the cap? Well, yeah. We're going to be over the cap for a while, Am I from the east side or the west side? How about the south side? Who's going to be the defensive coordinator? Don't know yet. We don't know who the defensive coordinator is going to be. Don't know the offensive coordinator. I'm sure this stuff is going to get leaked out. You know what I'm saying? At some point, we're going to find out. Probably tonight, which I may do another video as that happens. Ezekiel says, I wanted Deuce, but I accept a new hire. Let's go back to work. Let's get back. Yeah, I'm really curious about this guy. J.K. Williams says, we're back. We're back. I love it. Arturo, thank you so much for super chat, man. I appreciate it. Is he going to give us Wentz or what? Well, I think Wentz is going to stay. I think there's going to be open competition. I think the hope is that they could do something like that, But thank you for super chat, buddy. Kenny says, Philly 500, what does the Eagles need to work on defense, on offense? Man, Kenny, we need both. We need offensive line, defensive line, linebackers, secondary. We got a lot of needs. What's up, Philly? I like Mike. I like this move. I was very intrigued when I heard his name. I like giving new guys chances. And look, the Eagles have had success with first-time coaches. Andy Reid was a first-time coach. Doug Peterson was, The North Dakota Assassin will be back. It's going to be interesting. Nick Carr is good, yeah. How do you feel about this? I like this move. For all of those that are just coming in, I like this move. I find it very intriguing. I did a video earlier where there was 3 coaches left, top 3, and it was Sirianni, Josh McDaniels, and Deuce Staley. And I said out of all 3, I would want this kid, and we got him. I would definitely, Shady Devin, man, I would definitely consider putting Deuce at offensive coordinator because this guy's going to have his input in his offense. So where's EDP? EDP's in the house. EDP, man, I kind of like this move, man. I do because I think this guy, if you look at the Colts offense, I think at least it's competent. They can throw the ball, and I like it, Eagles waited for that video before they picked to make sure 500 agreed. Yeah, I think you're right. I think they were waiting on me because I'm sure that's what they do. We got 729 people here. Please like, please subscribe. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. It's turning out to be a great day. I like this move. Because Josh McDaniels, I didn't want. I didn't want anything to do with Josh McDaniels. You know what I'm saying? Mike Nixon, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. He says, congrats on the hire, but the Giants will finish better than you. Well, it's really early, right? We don't know. It's early yet. Lurie has never hired a former NFL head coach. Every hire is first. Yeah, that's very true. And look, I get very skeptical of retreads, right? Like when Dallas hired McCarthy, it was like, we got a Super Bowl coach, but he had Aaron Rodgers. And now you see a lot of Cowboys, including Mark Holmes, already done with him. I liked the Joe Judge pick by the Giants more than I liked those other two picks, even though Rivera's good. Rivera's good. So I definitely like it, you know. I think it was a good move, you know. EDP wanted Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels' thing is he was in Denver, he struggled, right? And then he goes back to New England, and of course he succeeds with Belichick and Brady. What did he do with Cam Newton last year? Not a lot. I think this is a very intriguing move. I liked the guy. I liked everything I saw. I don't know a ton about him, but I like it. I really like it. And these are going so quick. Damn. Also, to your point, no head coaches has won a Super Bowl on two different teams. That's right. No, you don't see Super Bowl winning coaches go somewhere else and then win a Super Bowl. It doesn't happen. Yo, Philly, I missed your initial thoughts. What are you happy about? What are you wondering? Oh, I'm happy that they got an young offensive-minded coach who comes from a system that was successful with Carson Wentz in 2017. And if he can put that back together, I like it. I like the idea of these young guys, getting chances. I think too many times we see retreads of coaches. I like this pick. I like it a lot better than Josh McDaniels. We as Eagle fans got to stop being with nonsense. Yeah, keep feathering it. All right. This show you the media don't know. This show you the media don't know. No, media doesn't know anything. You know, they're giving their opinion a lot of times. A lot of times they have some sources. You know, bad hire. Why is it a bad hire? I don't know how anybody can think this is a bad hire. We don't know a ton about the guy, truthfully, but I like the idea of a new guy. I think that from everything I've seen of him, I like it. And look, I mean, the guy had to be impressive to them somewhat. He goes for one interview, then he stays and comes back the next day. I'm telling you, Josh McDaniels, I think, would have been bad. Oh, well, Saleh, yeah, is good. Now, me, initially, look, if it was me and I was running the Eagles, I would have probably not hired anybody until I had a chance to at least interview Eric Bieniemy, and I would have waited. There's only 2 vacancies, but maybe, just maybe, this guy blew everybody away. Maybe he do. I like this pick more than I liked when the Eagles hired Doug Peterson. You know what I mean? Is he any good? Yeah, I think he is. You know, but he needs the opportunity. We got to give him the opportunity. Who do you want to draft? I'm starting towards Parsons. No, I don't think the Eagles will draft the linebacker. I can't see it happen, especially now. I feel sorry for Deuce again. Again, no respect. I tell you, this guy. Yeah, well, I feel bad for Deuce too because he's been so loyal to the Eagles. But whatever it is, maybe they give him the offensive coordinator spot. Benji Sports, man, thank you for super chat. He says McDaniels would have been a scrub with Philly. Good pick. I think McDaniels would come in and he would clash with Howie. It would just be a matter of time. It would be almost like a Chip Kelly situation. I really see it. One of the things that Lori did not like about McDaniels was that McDaniels doesn't get along with everybody. And we had that problem with Chip. Yeah, you would have, Top Dog says he would have waited for Bieniemy. Yeah, I get it, man. He was previously a wide receiver coach. Our receiver problems might get fixed. They might. I want to know, what say does he have in the coaching staff? What say is he going to have in personnel? Those are big things. Zeke fans says, "Fire, you the man." Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you. Matt says, 500. Lori has a thing for coaches with visors. Hey, I get it. I get it. I think we should have waited. Look, yeah, I can understand waiting because, there's only one other vacancy. Who wants the Houston job? Nobody. Comment Star, thank you for super chat, man. I appreciate it. He says, I like this pick. I was starting to get worried that they were going to go with McDaniels. I was too. I feel really optimistic. Not my first pick, but not the worst. Yeah, I agree. I probably would have waited on Eric Bieniemy. I really like Joe Brady. But look, no Adam Gase, no... and of course, what's his face? McDaniels. I think McDaniels would have been a mistake. I'm just be honest. DeForest Shield says, Eagles will be trading Wentz to the Colts, and the Eagles will be getting Deshaun Watson from Houston Texans. Just remember that you heard this from me first. All right, DeForest, I am going to remember it. I don't think Carson's going anywhere. I think this hire has a lot to do with Carson. They are looking at the offense Carson has success in, Do I think the Eagles will win 5 games? I have no idea. It's too early to say. D3 up. He was over 30. He's 39 years old. He was with the Chargers, and then he was with the Colts. He was with Frank Reich for a while. So it's going to be a similar offense. I can't wait. I'm excited to see it. I think that people who are skeptical, I think you got to give them a chance, you know? Would have been nice to see Bieniemy. I would agree. I mean, I would have waited for Bieniemy, definitely. And like I said, I'm sorry if I'm missing. These are going quick as hell. Luke of Hazard, man, thank you so much for the super chat. Joe Brady or Staley for offensive coordinator, live chat, and please. Well, Staley's a possibility, but Brady's not because he's already offensive coordinator. You're not going to make a lateral move like that, you know what I mean? An Italian coach with ties to the mob. Well, that's the other thing. He's Italian, you know? So hopefully he's going to roll up some meatballs, get some sausage, but put Carson Wentz on a diet, an anti-pasta diet. If I'm him, first thing I do, Carson, you got to lose weight. Robert Dredden, man, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate that. He says, nice move by Jeffrey Lurie. Now our head coach needs to fire Howie. That is exactly right. When is the Sixers live stream? Hopefully tomorrow. I am working on some things with the camera and overlays. I'm actually having a lot of problems with it. So if there's anybody out there that knows this stuff, reach out to me because I'm a mess. Alan says, what's up, 500? Got to show support, even though throw him a class. Thank you, buddy. Bubba Gump, where's my shrimp? He may hire Prep Williams as quarterback coach. He developed Herbert. And what would you think of that? I like it. I think the key, and I think one of the main keys and considerations to their coaching hire was who can fix Carson Wentz and develop Jalen Hurts. I think that's it. I'm telling you, I like this signing. Max says, great hire. The guy utilizes the strength of his players, capitalizes matchups when play calling, and has a strong bounce run pass. Oh, and he's got a lot of quarterback wide receiver connections. Jamar Chase time. Ooh, I like it. What's his connection with Jamar Chase? Chronic Spin Dash, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. I'm optimistic, but I want Jalen Hurts going forward. I don't know if Wentz can be fixed. Fly, Eagles, fly. Well, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Well, that's a great question. Can Carson be fixed? I don't know. But I think an open competition is the best thing. Eagles, Wentz rumors done. Carson staying. No, you're gonna have the rumors persist and continue. T.O. Harris, Philly 500. Who's your breakout player with the new coach in place? You gotta let me think of that. Let me see what staff they build and those kind of things. You know. If we trade Wentz, what would be perfect outcome for us in return? You know, I have a video. Well, I have a channel membership video on that, and I also have a video talking about some Carson Wentz rumors. I was supposed to go out tonight, but now it may go out till tomorrow. I don't know. Last Jedi, what's up, Philly 500 double? What's poppin'? What's happening? What's happening? John Clark has a video of him talking. Okay, cool. Who is your first option for head coaching? Eric Bieniemy. My first option was Eric Bieniemy or Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley wasn't interested. Then it was Eric Bieniemy and Joe Brady. But this guy kind of came out of nowhere. And I kind of like it, guys. I'm gonna say, you know, I'm for those that just came in. We got over 800 people here. I like this hiring. Out of the top 3 candidates that we had, he was the guy I wanted. I didn't want McDaniels, and I just wondered with Deuce and if they would actually give him that head coaching job, even though maybe he deserves it in terms of loyalty. Reaching much? No, I don't think so. You know, it's very easy to dismiss a guy who's never been a head coach. Look, we all laughed at the Doug Peterson hiring. He won a Super Bowl. Then we laughed at people didn't know who Andy Reid was. Andy Reid. Look what he did. I think we can't judge this guy. I think what the Eagles are going for is a guy who can fix the offense. Jeffrey Lurie likes offensive-minded coaches. That he always does. You're going to see Miles Sanders run a lot more. You're going to see way more of a running game. You know what I mean? Maybe he could teach Ben DiNucci. Yeah, maybe he could teach him how to cook. I don't care who he is as long as Sirianni is the main play caller and he can afford to lose offensive coordinator and still keep up high-level play calling. We're good. Yeah, I mean, look, I love the Colts. You ever watch Colts offense? It's a spitting image of us in 2017. What do you believe our remaining coaching staff will look like now? I don't even know who the candidates are yet right now. Once I know that we'll figure it out. You know, I don't know as of right now. Common Star, thank you so much for super chat, man. Who you want? Offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator? I want Deuce and Steve Belichick. I don't know. I have to see what kind of, maybe they want to go with a guy like a Jim Caldwell. Maybe they want to go with a veteran offensive coordinator. You got a young coach, maybe go out and get a veteran offensive coordinator, maybe a former head coach, kind of help them. I mean, look, the Clapper helped Joe Judge tremendously in that regard. So I would consider that. Radiation Bots, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. I'm just ecstatic that's not Josh McDaniels. Thank you for the super chat. I know, man, right? I know. This call was made from Big B Ferroni. What's up, my man? And I'm sorry if these are going really quick. I even have it on slow mode, What is Deuce going to do? That is a great question. Great question. Yeah, we did interview Deuce. We did. I'm trying to see if there's any updates. I want to see this guy's... I want to know what his coaching staff... One of the things that we heard was that the coaching staff that he had put together, he was proposing, they loved it. So that's what I want to see. Are we Wentz? I think Carson's staying, guys. I think he's going to stay. The Cardinals found success with Cliff, who was terrible in college. So we have to see how Sirianni... Look, we got to give him a chance. Marvin Lewis for defensive coordinator, I would do it. Would he? How did Deuce interview? I don't know if... I think he went to Florida to interview. They interviewed him last week. The NFL doesn't like to hire black as coach at NFL Center. Yeah, look, I don't know. I don't know all that stuff. All I know is I hope that they just go with the best guy. I don't worry about all the political stuff. I just want the best coach. And if they gave it to Deuce, I would have loved it. Eric Bieniemy was my first choice. That's who I wanted. So, I wish they would have waited to interview him, but it's okay. It's okay. Shady Devin, man, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. He says, do you think it's back to the Super Bowl in a couple years? Because I think so if Nick was under Frank. Well, the question about rebuilding is going to come down to Howie, the GM, and who they draft, and those kind of things, I think we need, we got a lot of problems, a lot of things to fix, I didn't want anything to do with Ben McAdoo. Kevon says, are you happy with him? Yeah, I'm happy with him. I am. Based upon some of the other options like Josh McDaniels, yes. Was he my first choice? No, he wasn't my first choice. Eric Bieniemy was. Or Joe Judge. But I like where he comes from. I like his offense. And, that's how I see it. EDP, what's up, my man? Of course they love it. More pushovers they can control. Well, that's the thing you have to be worried about. The thing that you have to worry about is how much control does Howie have? How much control is he giving up? If he has a say, then I'm okay with it. But it just depends. We don't know, I don't know how I feel about this. Just wait and see thing for me. Hopefully he's exactly what we need. Look, I understand that. I'm more excited about him getting hired than I was when Doug Peterson got hired. You know what I mean? Luke of Hazard, thank you, man. Yeah, I think Josh McDaniels would have been bad. I think that would have been bad. The Beagle, man, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. He says, Colts offense was top 10 in every stat category on offense, except for rushing. They were ranked 12th. And they had a limited offense with no wide receivers, Old Man Rivers at quarterback. He also made Rivers look good. Yeah, I like the offense. I like the offense. I like the style, and I think the Eagles do this because I think they're looking to fix Carson. That's what it points to me. Frank, he says, hey, Joel, I'm happy with the pick, but I want to see the coaching staff too. That's going to be the thing. Who are they going to hire, and who's making the decisions? If he's giving it to Howie Roseman, I got a problem with that. Look. By no means, the biggest problem on this team remains. And to me, that's the GM. That's the GM. We got a young, first-time head coach. I'm willing to give him a chance. If we still got Dorsey, he got to tell how he ain't drafted. Well, it's all position of power, you know what I mean? Sirianni will be the new Big Dick Nick. Maybe. Let's see what he does. It's going to be, I think that there was a lot worse options. If they would have hired McDaniels, I think it would have been a disaster. I was dreading, and I'm looking to see if there's any updates on his coaching staff or anything like that. They're saying Jonathan Gannon is a name to watch as defensive coordinator. So he's a defensive backs coach, and he's a candidate for defensive coordinator. So keep an eye on his name. Jack Easterby. Yeah, name sounds familiar. Who we drafting? Who knows? Who knows? If I could choose one guy, give me Devontae Smith, but I don't know, or Penei Sewell. You know, reports said that Nick Sirianni might hire Anthony Lynn to his head coaching staff. As interesting. Okay, I want to see. I want to see what his staff is, and I want to know who's got control. But I mean, dude, this could have gone a lot worse. If they would have hired Josh McDaniels, that would have been the worst thing. You know. Guys, I think it's not a bad. It could be worse. Jonathan Gannon, I never really heard of him too. He's a defensive back coach of the Colts. Can we get T.Y. Hilton? You couldn't get him for Alshon. No, not Anthony Lynn. He was not good for the Chargers. Well, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I'm starting to edge more towards Chase or Surtain. Well, I like both those guys. Who do you think suits his style better, Carson or Hurts? Well, if you base it upon what you saw with the Colts, I would say Carson. But, you know, I don't necessarily know. You know, we got to see. Am I sick? No, I'm not sick, but I need to get my drink because my throat hurts. Not hurts, but it's just dry. I'm running around like crazy today. So, sorry from that. Did a video, come home for lunch, do a video, go back out to work, turn around, they hire somebody, run back home, and then do this. So, what order are we in the draft? Roger, we are picking 6th. Young Jay, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. How about Jeff Fisher as a defensive coordinator? Would he come back as a defensive coordinator? I don't know. I like the style, of course. I think safety, if more of a need than linebacker, Philly. Well, they don't value linebacker that much, but they need both, you know? And I'm sorry if I'm missing these. We got 886 people. Let's get up to at least 350 likes. Bruce Phillips, what's up, man? I can't say that out loud, Marcus. But it's somewhere. Elliot, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, could the GMs have come to an agreement to get a deal done with Sirianni for Wentz? No, not. They're not going to trade Carson for him. No, this is a hire because you can hire a guy if he's making an upward jump. So no, you don't have to give anything for him. Brian says Giants, Cowboys, and Washington are going to try to begin stacking defense. How's your O-line looking ahead? O-line has problems. We need help on our offensive line. 500, can you explain how Dorsey is still part of the organization? Because I'm confused. He's basically just a consultant. He consults the Eagles, gives his advice. That's it. He doesn't really have any power, you know? Sub 500, Dallas fan here. Keep up. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. If Nick can fix Carson, he's getting a statue. Look, I think there's talent in Carson Wentz. I think that you could bring it out. I'm going to talk about this in a video I already did earlier today that I was going to put out tonight. I'll probably put it out either tonight or tomorrow. Joseph Vegas says 500. What order of the draft are we from first round to 7th? How many picks we get? I don't know the exact. We're picking 6 overall. We have a 1st, a 2nd, a 3rd, 2 5ths, 6th, and 7th, I believe. What numbers those are, I don't know off the top of my head. The whole team is going to be trash this upcoming year. I don't know. I mean, let me ask you, those who don't like the hire, is it because you want a Deuce, or is it because he's just a new guy that you don't know? If Wentz is trash again, then he goes. Then he has to go. Here's what I would do with Carson. Open competition. So I would have an open competition, Carson, Jalen Hurts. The winner of that competition is my starter going forward. Hold on 1 second, guys. Just got to check on one thing. Okay, cool. What's up, Jeremiah? How are you? Joe got locked. Thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. He says, what a great move, Howie. Don't let it linger you. Well, I don't know who's in charge of this. Because here's what we heard. Josh McDaniels, Howie wanted Josh McDaniels, right? He really liked him. Jeffrey Lurie wasn't in on that. So did Jeffrey Lurie outrank Howie? Did he finally stand up to Howie? Or did Howie pull out the pictures? Nitro Freak says, meh. Well, who did you want, though? Who did you want? I mean, the thing is I can understand somebody going, oh, you know, we don't know. We haven't seen him. I like the hire. I don't want a recycled retread of a coach. I just don't. I'd rather have a new guy, a guy that comes from a good offense, a guy that possibly could help to resurrect Carson's career and develop Jalen Hurts. Now, if I chose my first choice, I probably would have gone Eric Bieniemy. Then Joe, I really liked what's his face from oh God, it's slipping my mind. The dude from Carolina. I believe our team being this bad was an anomaly. We could be better with good coaching. We lost several games. Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to see. Only time will tell. We got a lot of, I don't expect the Eagles. I'm not expecting the Eagles to be a playoff division winner next year and all those things. What I'm expecting from the Eagles is to start rebuilding, start to get younger. And we got to hit on the draft. This draft is important. It's Philly as a whole. We always get the mentality of fragile players, a la Carson, Ben. Also coaches that pat them on the back, and you can't win like that. I agree, you can't win like that. And my biggest issue with Carson, like I said earlier, I don't like the fact that he doesn't want to fight for this spot. Joseph Vega said, the coach hired to fix Carson has offensive scheme will make Wentz better. I don't want Jalen Hurts. I say Jalen gets traded for a player picks. Trade Hurts to the Raiders for Corey Littleton. You think that the Raiders would want Hurts? I mean, I think you got to keep both Hurts. Yeah, Joe Brady. Well, I'm losing my mind. Not sure how I feel about this, but we'll see. But I won't hold my breath. That's fair. Anybody who's skeptical of it, it's fair. It's fair. I kind of like this. I'm intrigued by this guy. I'm not going to lie. Now, that doesn't mean I know he's going to be great, but I didn't want Josh McDaniels. Mark Hopkins, thank you for Super Chat, man. I appreciate it. Will you trade Howie? I'll trade Howie for a cracker. Give me one little Ritz cracker. Howie's gone. I'm happy we didn't get ex-head coach. I am too. I do. Blow it up and keep Wentz. I think they will. Richard says, top priority, just trade Wentz while he still has value. If he gets beat out in preseason, his value goes to zero. It could go to zero, but what happens if he has a great preseason and so does Hurts and he still loses out? There's no Superman draft pick number 6 to fix all. You can't fix all the problems with one pick. You're going to have to hit multiple picks, and it's going to take a few years. Joseph Vega, 500. Yes, the Raiders would want Jalen. They're tired of Carr and Corey Littleton had fallen out of favor. Call him up. But my personal opinion is basically, hold on, let me see something. My personal opinion is keep them both. Why not keep them both and find out what we have in them? My opinion is keep them both. Why not keep them both and find out? Sorry, I'm trying to pull this up here. Corey Little is overpaid. Yeah, look, I think you got to keep both quarterbacks. We don't know what we're going to get out of Carson. There's no guarantees he's going to rebound. Birds Nation, man, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate it. Bourne says, I bet you any money the Colts reached out about Wentz, so Howie went to spite and got Sirianni. Maybe they were getting revenge for them taking Frank Reich. I think what this hire tells me, okay, just looking into it from a reactionary point of view, is that they're going to try to fix Carson. That they're trying to get an offense that Carson had success in before, and that's what they're looking for first. I think that's what they're doing. No, Nate Gary, hopefully he's gone. Need to trade Wentz as some of the overpaid talent that doesn't perform. Oh, you got to trade a lot of it. I don't think they're going to trade Carson. I don't think that's going to happen. We should hire Dorsey to the managing staff, and also I wanted Salah or Eric or Deuce as our head coach. And now we should hire Josh McCown as quarterback coach. I don't know about Josh McCown's quarterback. I like Josh McCown, but I don't know where he's at. 500, you are my favorite YouTuber. What could I do without you and your channel? Thank you, Joe Gotlocks. I appreciate that, my man. Tell you what, tomorrow I'll come home early afternoon and we will try the call-in show again. Hopefully I don't get any dingbats on there, Mav, you want Doug back? Never mind. I don't have to ask him. I know his answer. He hates the hire. Talking sports with Muds. You all should get James Betcher, but he may go to the Bears, and you think I can get a wrench? When I give more wrenches out right now, I'm kind of frozen giving out wrenches for the time being. But if I keep seeing you, yeah, definitely at some point. Cole says Philly deal. I like the hire. I like the hire. I do. I like it. I'm intrigued by it. Am I totally confident he's going to work out? No, I don't know for sure. But I like it. I like what the Eagles are thinking. You know, Chaos the Filthy, my man. What's going on? Shout out to you, man. Thank you for super chat. So who the hell is this guy? He's the offensive coordinator of the Indianapolis Colts. He was with the Chargers for a while. I think quality control coach. And he's been with Frank Reich for a while. So I like it. I like it. Holy Tomatoes, thank you for super chat, man. Appreciate it. He says, now I'm going to get a massive rash on my nugget. On your nugget? I don't know what to tell you, man. Put some cream on it. Thank you for super chat. Inferno says, rather have Bieniemy or Deuce, but I'm okay with Nick. Yeah, I would have rather had Bieniemy. Bieniemy was my first choice. No question about it, you know. Do we bring Kafka in as offensive coach? I have no idea. Who do I want as offensive? I don't know. Maybe, I'm going to tell you, maybe a guy like a Jim Caldwell. I think with a young coach, the best offensive coordinator you can get is a guy who basically has experience in the league. Look at what the Giants did with Joe Judge, right? They get Joe Judge, and then they bring in the Clapper. I think that helps a lot. I would like to get an experienced offensive coordinator, maybe like a Jim Caldwell or somebody like that. You know, we'll have to say. I don't want Ben McAdoo. No, I don't want Ben McAdoo. Trade Wentz for a bag. I don't think they're going to trade Carson, guys. I think you're all going to be surprised. Colts offense with Nick Sirianni was ranked 2018 was 12, 19 was 15, 2020 ranked 8th in the league. I like it. I like it, and they run the ball. I mean, go watch some Colts games. They look like the Eagles. Sirianni is a yes man. Well, that I don't know. That is my one concern with him, that he will be. Kyle, thank you so much for the super chat, man. He says, Gerard Mayo is defensive coordinator. I like the Sirianni hire. I feel like he brings interesting offensive perspective. I do too. I like it. I like it. I think I know what the Eagles are doing. The Eagles are not going to trade Carson. I think that ain't going to happen, guys. You know, question is how much say did Carson Wentz have in that, you know? Trade Wentz for third-round water boy. You just lost a pick, man. What's up with that? Yeah, Dwayne Haskins signed by the Steelers. Holy Tomatoes, thank you for super chat, man. He says, because Howie will still have power in the draft. Well, that's the problem. And as long as you have Howie Roseman with the picks and free agency, you're going to have problems. You are. Hopefully, this coach will fix the coaching problems, but we don't really know. We're going to find out. Jocko Trace, thank you for super chat, man. I appreciate it. Nick is a player's coach. I have a sneaky suspicion Hurts is coming here to Houston if Watson really gets traded. Interesting. So you think the Eagles are going to trade Jalen Hurts? See, I wouldn't even trade Hurts at this point. What would you give up for Hurts? Marquis says, knowing this coach is from Frank Reich, Eagles hope he can coach Wentz back. That's what it's about. I mean, that's what it's about, dude. Do you people realize there is a reason why Bieniemy hasn't gotten a head coaching job for 2 years now? Because he doesn't even call plays. He is nothing but a running back coach, says Bubba. Bubba does not like him. What do you think, Bubba, of this hire? I like this hire. I'm telling you guys, I am okay with this hire. It is good. I mean, it's better than getting Josh McDaniels. Did not want him. Jeremiah Butler, thank you for super chat, man. I appreciate it. He says, I don't know about this hire. I don't hate it. I hate that it didn't even interview Bieniemy. I'm starting to hate Lurie franchise. I hear you. I understand where you're coming from. I would have liked to interview Bieniemy. I wouldn't have rushed this. But, hey, look, the Eagles look, maybe this guy blew them out of the water. Think about it, man. He interviews on Tuesday. He comes back on Wednesday. He must have blown them out of the water. Maybe there's something there. Hurts is being traded to the Saints for Michael Thomas. I don't think either quarterback is going anywhere. You know, I don't see it happening, man. Watch, brings Philly Rivers as offensive coordinator. Interesting. Yo, 500, what's going on, my man? I heard he did an incredible job interview process. I did too. I heard that whatever his coaching staff plans were, they really liked it, you know. I like the guy over McDaniels, but I really wanted Joe Brady, but I'm intrigued about him. Yeah, I'm intrigued about him. I like Joe Brady too. You know, I would have gone Joe Brady. I would have had no problem with it. I think you keep Hurts and I think you keep Carson. I think you let them battle for and let's see who's the winner. I mean, there's no guarantees that Carson's going to be great now. So we have to be mindful of that. I think you need both quarterbacks, in my opinion, you know. Who do I want as a quarterback? I don't right at this point. I just want the best guy, you know. Just give me the best guy, and I'm good. That's what I want, you know. Eagles fan till coffin slams fly. Yes, man. Hey, 500. I like what I see on YouTube videos of him. Yeah, from what I see, I like him too. I don't think Dawkins will be. I don't think Dawkins wants to be a coach in the NFL. But I tell you what, Seth Joyner does. Let's hire him. Jeremiah Butler, thank you so much for super chat, man. I'm not saying he'll be bad. I'm just losing faith in the front office and their intuition. Well, I agree. I think as long as you have Howie Roseman at the helm, a GM, I think we're going to have problems. This does not fix everything. I'm intrigued by this guy, but, we'll see. Doug is gone. Nick is here. Great hire, Wolf goes. I don't mind it. I'm open-minded about it. Adonis says, Wentz has no excuse now. You won't be able to blame Doug Pearson for his mediocre play next season. True. If he plays mediocre, what happens if he plays great? You can't give Doug credit for that either. You take Smith. Smith makes. I would take Smith at 6 in a second. If he's there, yes. It's very early with the draft. I mean, right now, off the top of my head, give me Devontae Smith if he's there. Give me Penei Sewell if he's there. Give me Surtain. Give me Parsons. Give me Chase. I mean, there are guys I would take. Can you pay us? I have no idea, Roger. You have to just go through the process. I think you can, but I'm not positive. 500. Who do you think the one player we need to sign in free agency? I would say Curtis Samuel. We need speed. I would like to see us boost our offensive line. Cole said Sirianni didn't really call plays, but he had a huge hand in play design. Yeah, well, I didn't think he called plays with Frank right there, but if he's designing the plays, that's all right. What does this mean for Staley? Is Staley finishing Philly? New coaching staff were placed in time. Well, Staley was with us with Andy Reid, Chip Kelly, and then Doug. So he doesn't necessarily mean he's going to leave. Maybe they want to move him to offensive coordinator. I don't know. I hope Deuce doesn't leave. But if he does, I understand why, You didn't think Bieniemy wanted to leave Kansas City? I mean, possible. Carson has to be open to this guy and his coaching. If not, it's going to fall apart fast. I think that this hire has a lot to do with Carson Wentz, We're not drafting a wide receiver in the first. Howie said he's done going for need than talent. Well, if you go for talent, then you're going wide receiver because Devontae Smith could be the best player on the board. So we don't. If you're judging by talent, we don't know who we're going because we don't know who's there. You got to get rid of players that don't play for Wentz. If you don't, they're going to have another couple bad years. Yeah, I agree with that. Totally agree with you there. Philly, Howie's got to look. Howie's the biggest problem on this team. He's going to continue to be. The question is this guy a yes man, or is this guy going to be able to have some power? Bro, I lost my membership. I don't know how it's great. It probably, if it's not on renewal, it will do it. No disrespect for. I mean, look, I understand why Deuce would be frustrated. Deuce has been there with. Well, a lot of coaches, he's done his time. If the Eagles would have hired Deuce, you wouldn't have heard anything from me because he earned it. Now, whether he stays, what's the plan? I don't know. Hopefully, Carson will win his first playoff game. Hopefully. Well, I mean, him or Jalen, we'll see. Keeping both quarterbacks will result in us having another losing season. Fresh start. Let's commit to one and release the unnecessary pressure on him. See, I think sometimes pressure can bring out the best. I think you have to take the approach after investing a second-round pick in Hurts and after spending all that money on Carson. I think you have to have an open competition, man. I do. I mean, at least through preseason. I think this is an intriguing hire to me. Not a fan of the hire. He has no experience, and we left better coaches on the table. The organization would have benefited better with McDaniels or Bieniemy. Well, they didn't even interview Bieniemy. And the thing with McDaniels was he coached in Denver, and there's some issues with him and personality. And so I'm okay with. I'm kind of glad didn't draft McDaniels. I'm not a McDaniels guy. 500. When you get a chance, check your Twitter. All right, I haven't checked my Twitter mail in a couple days. Howie Roseman has a great eye for talent. Yeah, well, that's the problem. That is the problem. Who do you think will be our new defensive coordinator? Look, I have no idea right now. I don't know. Is it funny how Eagles was the only team in the NFC that did not need a coach last year, and we made fun of the rest of them, and we know we are the only ones that need a coach? Look, and who would have thought that you would fire a Super Bowl winning coach after going to playoffs 3 straight years and you miss it one time? I mean, that's a little bit interesting, right? I mean, that we didn't think that would happen, There's no proof Carson said he doesn't want to fight for... No, I agree. There isn't, top dog. I agree with you. I don't know what he's thinking. I do like this pick. I'm intrigued by this pick. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be the greatest coach and he's going to be... I don't know. But I'm intrigued with him, and I like what the Eagles are thinking. You know what I mean? This is going to be good for Philly. I foresee another chip. I hope not another chip. And I hope he's not a yes man. That could be a problem too, 500, I feel you on the open competition, but if we can get another first or second for Hurts, why not build around Wentz? Well, because we don't know what Wentz is anymore. Is Wentz shot? Did he just have one bad year? You know what I mean? At this point, I'm willing to risk. I don't know if you could even get a first for Jalen Hurts, though. Not a McDaniels guy, but Carson is a fan of McDonald's. He is a fan of McDonald's. I agree. And if I'm missing some of these, I definitely apologize. Tomorrow we'll do a call-in show. We'll do an afternoon call-in show so I can hear you guys tell me your thoughts on it, and we'll hopefully have some idea about coordinators. No, I never said anything about Sean Payton. No. Just read something that Deuce said he didn't like the way the franchise baby Carson Wentz. I saw that too. And that he and Carson don't have a great relationship. This is probably why he didn't get paid. It could be a big part of it, absolutely. And look, Carson may need something like that. He may need a guy like Deuce Staley to stick his foot in his ass. You know what I mean? Trade Hurts is not impressive to me. I would wait. I don't see the reason to rush out and trade one of those two guys. There's so many other areas we can cut. Let's see what these guys can do. Let's have an open competition. Let them bring out the best in each other. Deuce is leaving. I don't know. I don't know what Deuce is going to do. Carson Doug had one bad year. This could be Carson's asking for help. Could be. My opinion is we will be running ball. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, Indianapolis like to run the ball, so I agree. Now, who's the defensive? We don't know yet. Who's the picks? Bucks, Bills winning. Look, I'm rooting for the Bills. I want them to win. I think Kansas City and Green Bay will win, though, but I'm rooting for the Bills. Jeremiah, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. He says, I'm super happy to not have McDaniels. He directly responsible for us losing Reich. Let's see who Sirianni brings with him. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. McDaniels is another Chip Kelly. He doesn't know how to connect with people. Exactly, Bubba. And that was the issue that Jeffrey Lurie was having, but Howie liked him. So he overrid Howie. Butler wins the super chat. I'm rooting for the Bills now that Browns are out. I would love to see the Bills win. Hurts ain't nothing. Look, people say Hurts ain't nothing. Cars ain't nothing. Let's see what these guys can do. Those are the guys that we have. Unless Trevor Lawrence is going to drop to 6, I don't think that's going to happen. But you never know. My question is, even the new coaching hire, will Howie have any control? Well, that's the whole question. Does Howie have control? What kind of control does he have? That I don't know. Does this mean we're going to bring back a fullback into the offense? No more 12 personnel? Great question. I think Ertz is going to get traded. I think they're going to get rid of Ertz. I don't think Ertz will be back. So, we'll see. This guy reminds me of a 25-year-old Dougie P. I think he's a better offensive play caller than Dougie P, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he's a better play caller. Maverick. I think you guys are gonna like this guy. I do, but I don't know. Look, at the end of the day, I don't know. I like that they're bringing him in from the Colts. That they're recognizing what they need to do for the quarterback. Why trade our top tight end? Because he's not our top tight end anymore, and he's older, and he wants big money. He wants to get paid. He wants a new contract. Ertz wants a new contract, so I don't think they can keep him. You know, he's 39, closer to 40 than 25. Yeah, he's 39. He's young. I know what the Eagles are trying to do, but this is about Carson Wentz. Don't think it's not. You know, they're going to try to fix Carson first. Bring Doug back. I don't want Doug as offense. I was never impressed with Doug as an offensive mind, you know, because when he was with Kansas City, he had Alex Smith, and they were a deep dunk offense, you know. I'm intrigued by this hire. You might not like it. You may not know a lot about the guy. We don't really know, but I think there's a lot of upside here. I like this hire as much as I liked when the Giants hired Joe Judge, and I talked about how I thought that was a good hire. I like this hire. John Bravo says, I knew Doug P was going to, the moment he drafted that quarterback, instead of filling the gaps, we had Carson blunder at $130 million. Yeah, well, that wasn't Doug, that was Howie. But yeah, I think Ertz is going to go. They say Sirianni didn't call plays. Well, he didn't. I mean, look, you got Frank Reich there. Frank Reich's going to call the plays, but he installed a lot of plays. He had a lot to do with the design, you know? T.Y. Hilton is a free agent. No need to trade for him. Yeah, he's a free agent. I wouldn't trade for Hilton. I wouldn't. I'm telling you, if Devontae Smith is there, I'm taking him. Ertz is a free agent next year. Why the hell did we interview Kellen Moore? You got to do your due diligence, I guess. Wentz doesn't have the locker room. Look, I don't know. You know, he can get it back. I believe this may be an underrated hiring. I do. I think this is a sneaky, interesting hiring. I definitely do. This team plays better with Hurts than with Wentz. Let's not forget Wentz was the worst quarterback this season. We have to give Hurts a chance. I feel that with this team it will be better. Well, I think they're gonna have an open competition. I don't think they're gonna come in and say Jalen Hurts is our starting quarterback. That's not gonna happen. They're not. They're probably gonna say Carson's there. I disagree, Aaron. I don't think this means Carson's out of here. I think this means Carson's staying, because I think this hire is one of the main things they're hiring this guy for is because of Carson Wentz. They want to keep him, you know. Why did I delete the live button? You know what happened, Zachary? It was processing for 3 days, and it was processing, and I couldn't get it to work. So I tried. I thought it was basically had downloaded the standard version, but it was copy. It said it was processing the high definition version. So I just tried to delete that, thinking that the other copy was going to be there, and it deleted the whole thing. It was not on purpose. 500, don't make the same mistake you did last year when I told you about Jefferson. The pick should be Jamar Chase this easily. I have no problem with Jamar Chase. Look, right now, I don't have one guy like more than the other. I think they're really close. Either one is fine with me. I don't know a lot about Jonathan Gannon. He's a defensive back coach of the Colts. I have to go study him and look into him. I didn't even know his name before today. I have no problem with Jamar Chase. None. You're not gonna hear anything from me. Rock Doris, I like it. I mean, I just did that video earlier talking about the top 3 finalists. I like it. I think that it was the right move out of those 3 guys. John Dorsey made this move. Well, that would be interesting, because if Dorsey's making this move, and I don't know he did, but if Dorsey made this move, that means they took power from Howie, and I could see them taking power from Howie, not telling us. That would be humongous. Who's more delusional, Howie draft picks or Wentz thinking he's not the problem? Howie. I like Joe Judge. If you go back to my initial videos when he was hired, I said it was the best hire in the NFC East. It was better than McCarthy and Rivera. Jamar Chase is better route runner Smith. I have no problem with either one. I'm not ready to have that. I have to see more, you know. Hurts had one good game and everyone's acting like he's God. He has a 25.4 rating against Washington, 70.7 against Dallas, and people are willing to give up the league MVP for that so quick. Yeah, I think we gotta wait with Hurts. He didn't play enough games, and I think you got to give Carson another year to bounce back. I am perfectly okay with the open competition for these guys. D Hart says Carson was staying. I think Carson is staying. I mean, I think this move tells you that what they're trying to do. They're going back to an offense that was what they ran in 2017, that Carson was successful, and they're trying to get him back, you know? Sal Pal Dorsey has more power than we think. That is a great sign. That is a great sign. Maybe they don't want to embarrass Howie, but if they strip Howie of those kind of powers, I love it. And if Dorsey made this move and not Howie, I love it even more. Here's the thing. If it was up to Howie, I think they would have hired Josh McDaniels, because all the articles that I've been reading the last 24 hours is that McDaniels was Howie's guy, and Jeffrey Lurie was like, no, I'm not sure. You know? Facts only says, quit saying Wentz was the MVP. I didn't say Wentz was. I never said that. What do you mean? I think he deserved it, but I didn't say it. 500, Carson would be better than Brady or Breeze or Mahomes. Not. How do you go from, hey, I think this is a good hire because, they're trying to fix Carson Wentz, to he's better than Mahomes? I don't understand. Like, when I talk, do I sound like a dog barking? Rough, mother humper? I don't understand. Where did I say that? Why not fire Howie if you don't want him to have power? I agree. It should have been done already. I would have fired Howie. Howie, to me, has been the biggest problem with this team. This is why you're in cap hell. This is why you're looking for a coach. And this is why we're all crying about the draft picks. What's happening with Deuce, man? I don't know. I don't know what's happening with Deuce. I don't know who the defensive coordinator is going to be yet. We got 800 in here. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. Appreciate it. And we're going to be doing a stream tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to try to do call-ins for you guys because everybody keeps asking for that again. Eagles better go build a brick wall offensive line for Carson or whoever put it. You gotta fix the line. I mean, the line is a mess. Sirianni sounds Italian. Wonder if he identifies South Philly going like him. I don't know, but he does. He sounds like a paisan. So, hey, I can relate, but was Wentz done for us lately, bro? Nothing. He ate a couple of Big Macs and cheeseburgers. He didn't do a lot. But at the same time, when you're paying a guy that much money, look, I'm telling you, the Eagles, a lot of this hire has to do with trying to fix Carson Wentz. It just does. I better not see Wentz jersey sales go up after he bounces back after all been slandering him. Yeah, well, I mean, it would be nice if he could shut people up. People keep saying Hurts didn't play that good, but he played better than Wentz, and Carson's been in the league for 5 years. I have no problem with the way Jalen Hurts played as a rookie. But the big advantage that Hurts had over Carson was his mobility. Carson was too big, couldn't move. This is like how when Green Bay hired their coach, look how that turned out. Yeah, I mean, look, there's reasons for people to doubt. I get it. And my biggest concern is the whole yes man factor. However, there's a lot of intriguing things about this guy, where he's come from, and the hire itself. I find it very interesting that they talked to this guy yesterday and then they brought him back the next day, right? They liked him. He must have blew them out of the water. He must have blew him out of the water. I do like the hire, Vente. I do. Now, I can't say for sure he's going to be a success, all that. But I'm intrigued by the pick. Yeah, I'm very intrigued by it. Yeah, I think it's all about the visor, Yeah, I saw that, Joseph Vega. Haskins goes to the Steelers. Haskins stinks. He stinks, Everybody's a yes man when you want a job. Well, that's true. Well, if yes man being, if I'm a head coach, right? If I'm going for a head coaching job and the offensive or the GM says to me, hey, we'll hire you as a coach, but we want to pick your staff, I got to say no, thank you, Yeah, definitely another Italian chef, no question. Will he be better than Bieniemy? Who knows? Like I said this earlier in the video today. I said this at the beginning of this stream. If it was me, I would have not made a hire so quick. I would have waited and tried to talk to Bieniemy, if they could get the ball, any of those guys. With 2 vacancies, I don't think there was a rush. But maybe this guy blew them out of the water. Brody, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. So Sirianni play calling, love the videos, Philly. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm assuming he's gonna play call, sure. James Reno says, hey, Philly 500, give us a moonwalk if you missed the eggnog already. I definitely missed the eggnog. But look, dude, I drank like 2 years worth of eggnog, and I need to lose weight. I need to get in shape. Me and Carson are going to Bad Dog Boot Camp. I just hope this guy doesn't come in and just be another yes man. Well, that's my biggest concern. My biggest fear about this guy is that it's a yes man. And only time will tell the staff that he picks, those kind of things. If I start hearing that the Eagles are picking his staff, we got problems. This is a great hire, young offensive mind. Hopefully Wentz can be back to normal and we run the ball. I agree. I agree with you. Remember how he has those pictures of British stripper Sheeta, Big Fun Honey Doll on Jeffrey yes, and compromising positions, yes. Do you think Carson needs to lose? I think Carson needs to lose about 25, 30 pounds. I think a lot of his problems last year stemmed from his inability to move. I really do. What is a yes man? It's a guy that will do whatever is asked without feeling the need to give his own opinion or do his own thing. Like, for instance, the GM hires the staff, the coaching staff, instead of picking it. Or the GM says who's going to start, who's going to be backup, those kind of things. Philly 500 breaking news. We will win the division. Uh-oh. Joseph, you're calling a division already? I say 10-6. We'll be on top. This guy fixes Carson. He goes off draft. All right, Vega. You're on, man. I hope you're right, but I don't know. Knowing Howie draft mistakes, his coach should help. Howie definitely needs somebody to speak up. The Colts know something about having a good O-line, so I'm not worried about that. And the fact I think we can finally get the big back to pair with Miles. I like it. I mean, look, the Colts run the ball, man. Corey Davis, a free agent. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know how much money we have, Does a starting quarterback determine who we draft at 6? I don't think so. And it shouldn't. I think a Jamar Chase or Devontae, I think they're going to be good with whoever their quarterback is for the most part. I think you have to go best player available. So if it's Penny Sewell and he drops, you take him. Just take the best guy. If it's Jamar Chase, take him. Don't worry about. I'm not concerned about so much position because the Eagles lack talent in so many areas. Do you have plans to get the belt back from Pizzle? Yeah, I have a couple ideas, interesting ideas I'm working on right now, one of them actually, but I don't want to say it yet. Philly, when is the press conference? They haven't announced it. Let me see if I can see anything on that. Let's see. I'm looking. So we got, 782 people here? If you're new to the channel, please please subscribe. Haven't seen anything, but I think we should be very optimistic about this hire. I do. Phil, would you consider drafting a quarterback? I would if it's Trevor Lawrence. If it's Trevor Lawrence, I'm open to it, man. I'm open to anything right now. Eagles should have traded Ertz and Wentz for a first. They should have traded Ertz a year ago. So do you want DeMonte Smith or is he available? If he's available, sure. Him or Chase, I'm okay. John says, Philly, would you hire Deuce's offensive? I would consider that, yeah. But I also think that with a young first-year coach, I think going out and getting an established offensive coordinator, okay, like maybe Jim Caldwell, right? Maybe he's available or somebody like that. Get an established offensive coordinator with experience, even coaching experience. I think that helps a young guy like Sirianni with the transition. Can we trade Wentz and Hurts for picks and trade up for? I don't think you could do it, man. I don't think you could do it. You would have to give up more than that. Do you think Howie would try to get picks for Hurts? I don't. I don't think they're going to trade Hurts, and I don't think they're going to trade Carson. I think they're going to do exactly what I'm saying, and they're going to whatchamacallit. Would you get Kyle Smith for GM? No, I would probably promote Dorsey. That's what I would do because he's already in the organizations. I just think this team needs top tier talent, regardless of position. just joined. Sorry if you answered. Who do you want at defensive? I don't know yet, DB. I mean, I like an aggressive-minded coach like a Rex Ryan or somebody like that. I like somebody who brings the blitz, you know? So I don't know. I don't know yet. Who are they talking about? Let me see. There's the name Jonathan. What is it? Jonathan Gannon, who I don't know a lot about. They're saying watch him closely. Defensive back coach of the Colts. Oh, if Surtain's there and he's the best player on the board, sure. Like I said, I'm more caught up in the actual best player. Smith or Chase? I haven't ranked them both. I have them really close. Thank you for super chat. I would slightly go with Smith over Chase, but that could change when I do more studying. But yeah, I mean, I'll take either one. And thank you for super chat. You love yes man, Vincent? Hey, I don't know if this guy's a yes man. I don't. Jamal says sub 500. If I was Deuce, I would resign. I understand. I understand Deuce's frustration if he is frustrated. I would try to keep him. I mean, Deuce, let's face it. Let's be honest. Deuce deserved probably to get a shot. I mean, the guy's been with us through Reed, through Chip Kelly, through, Doug. He's still a running back coach. Who would I take a second? I don't know yet. Parsons, the linebacker. I like Parsons. I have no problem taking a linebacker in the first round. I just think that the Eagles would never do that, you know. Congrats on the new coach. Let's hope he brings fresh. Thank you, LA Lou, man. Shout out to you, buddy. How are you doing? I don't think Ertz is going to be here. Why was he so emotional? I don't think Ertz is going to be there, but it's because of money, you know. I think the Eagles are going to try to trade Ertz. You know, trade Wentz and Hurts for picks. Move up in trade. You couldn't trade. You couldn't get enough picks. I don't think Jacksonville's trading out of that pick. Hey Philly, when do you more study? You will no doubt pick Smith over Chase. I could. I'm going to do a lot of draft stuff. We're going to do I'm going to do some live mock drafts this year, where I want you guys to call in and give me a pick. Brandon says, you want Marlon Mack? He's a free agent this offseason. I mean, if you want to pair him with Miles as a backup, yeah. The Eagles are likely to move on from Mills and RC. Good, they got to. There should be a lot of guys we're moving on from. You know, Eagles should go offensive line, 50 sacks and injuries, leather offensive tackle Alabama. I mean, I have no problem with it. I think people have to understand this team has a tremendous amount of holes, and we need talent. We need an influx of top talent. James says, Phil, you should apply for Howie's job. You see no more. I would love it. I'll change that shit around. We'll be rocking and rolling. From Sirianni, sounds like a guy Howie can boss around. Well, that's not good. Anybody that Howie can boss around, we got problems. You know. I don't think I can find your last comment, my friend. You're just going to have to repeat it. Gronk was traded for a 4th round. That's Ertz's value. I think that's Ertz's value is about a 4th rounder, yeah. I have a video that I had done that I was going to put out, and it was talking about two trade scenarios of Carson to the Colts. It was an article somebody did. I thought it was interesting. And they talk about Ertz's value being about a 4th. I agree with that. Trade Hurts for a 7th rounder. That's how he helped. I don't want to trade Hurts. I don't want to trade Carson. I just want them to come in and battle. You know, look, if you get in a situation, let's say you go to camp, and let's say you're in preseason, and Hurts is beating out Carson, and everybody knows it. And then you have a Sam Stinkford situation where a guy gets hurt, right? And you can trade Carson in. At that point, trade him. But or vice versa. If Carson's winning and it hurts, then fine. But right now, let's have an open competition. I think this is Lori's way of being to Miss Frank Reich. Well, it is, and it's also a way of saying this is what Carson was successful in. Let's continue it. Do I like the hire. I do. And I can't tell you, oh, this guy's gonna be great. I know for sure. I'm not even saying all that. All I'm saying is I think it's an intriguing hire. I understand the rationale of the hire. And to me, the fact that a guy goes in an interview that they probably just thought they were doing their due diligence and blows them away like that, where he comes back the next day, I like that. I like the sound of that. What do you think of Najee Harris in the second round? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the Eagles would go that way in a second, but I mean, geez, I like the kid a lot. Let me tell you something. Nick Sirianni loves going deep, and he loves utilizing his tight ends just as good hire. I like it. I'm very optimistic about this hire, and I think we all should. Sante Samuel Jr. is entering the draft. Hopefully, there's the Eagles second round pick. Hey, look, I'm all about it. What do they talk about when hiring? They probably talk, probably starts out just personal questions, family, like what do you do, your experience. Maybe then they start talking philosophy, what they would like to do. One of the things I heard in the interview that they really liked was his ideas for his coaching staff. They loved his ideas for his coaching staff, which makes me want to see what he's planning. Time will tell if this was a good hire. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm glad it's not Adam Gase. Remember the first day when they fired Howie? They were like, oh, Adam Gase, the Eagles are interested in him. I was like, you got to be kidding me. And then it was almost McDaniels. I really think if Howie had complete say in this matter, it would have been McDaniels. Apparently, that was Laurie held that up, and I'm glad. Hey, ACP Baller, my man, what's up? Hey, Philly, what's happening? I see we have a new coach. It's who you wanted. I hope he's good. He's one of the guys I was definitely interested in, my man. I'm okay with it. I would have liked to see Bieniemy get a interview, but hey. Actually, Ertz is a second. Let's do that. I'm keeping quarterbacks. I don't know if you could get a second for Ertz. Do you know if Sirianni helped build the Colts offensive line? I don't know how much input he has, And I saw, who was it? Something about Deuce. Deuce deserves something more than that. You got to feel for the guy. And I don't know what Deuce is going to do. I really don't know. What hell time is it? Okay. I want Hurts groomed for a first or second, no less than a third. Would love to keep him as quarterback too. Yeah, I would keep him. I would love to put Deuce as our quarterback coach. I don't think Deuce would be a good quarterback coach. Maybe maybe offensive coordinator, but Staley's not a quarterback. He's a running back coach. Do I think Deuce? I think Deuce could be an offensive coordinator, and if they want to go that way, fine. My suspicion is that because he's a new coach and he's 39 years old, my suspicion is they're going to hire an experienced offensive coordinator, somebody who has probably coaching experience, much like the Giants did. What system do you think we'll run if who was? I think under this kid, we're going to run probably look a lot like the Colts again. So our drafted players from Alabama, yeah, that's what you got to do, Witch King, I want to be any Philly, but it is what. Look, Bieniemy was my first choice as well, and I wish they would have waited. But if we're talking this guy or McDaniels, I want this guy. Rumor has it Wentz didn't want Deuce as head coach because he believes he has been soft on Wentz. Well, maybe that's why we should have hired him. Deuce is not wrong about that. Who do you have us selecting in the first round? Too early to know right now. 500, they said JP and Deshaun Jackson all deserve money. They didn't. They all didn't deserve nothing. They don't deserve nothing. No. 500, listen, if he fixes Carson, we will be good. You have to think Carson will pull off like 3 games with his ability to make something out of nothing. Well, we just have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. There's so many questions right now that I have. Who are your coordinators? Who's got control? And is Howie going to continue to have control? Alabama players don't win Super Bowls, just nice stats. A rumor from your phone, I don't know what that means. What do you mean? Is J.J. Arcega-Whiteside still with the Eagles? We got to keep him. He's very good at recovering fumbles for touchdown. I don't want that guy. Get him out of here. Dodge the Adam Gase bullets. Oh, man, that was the big story when they fired Doug. If I were the new coach, I would try to bring in Hurts and Wentz to talk to them about the plan for the new season and see what they have to say and make changes. I agree with that, Zachary. Yeah. I was just saying Deuce, that maybe why Deuce wasn't given the job. It could be, yeah. It could definitely be a factor. I definitely think this hire is all about fixing Carson Wentz, though. I think that has a lot to do with it. Indy's offense, I think they were ranked between 8 and 12. Deuce would finally give Miles Sanders 25 carries. I think this guy will give Deuce that too. Miles, we give Miles that too because this guy, the Colts ran the ball, guys. They ran the ball. Hurts can be back for long. Proved he's starting. Look, I think Hurts and Carson open competition. Let the best man win. Hurts has to prove more to me. He only played so many games. Sometimes it takes 2-3 seasons before you know about a guy. I think under this new offense, Whiteside might be better. He barely even used him. Rager barely got used. We're going to know, right? If they all come out and start playing great, then you know something's crazy. You know what I mean? Howie can't help himself. I agree with that. Unfortunately, we see the playoffs a couple of years. We're in rebuilding. I think we're in rebuild. I think everybody's got to be prepared that it could take a couple of years of taking a backward step, and that's the way it's going to be. You would trade Hurts to New Orleans or the Bears. I'll sit tight with my quarterbacks right now, and I let them both try to see who can win the position. I need a drink. Do you think we won't be as injured much? Hard to know, man. I think a lot of that has to do with guys with age. He didn't even call plays for Colts. Of course he didn't call the plays for the Colts. Frank Reich called the plays for the Colts. But he installed a lot of those plays. So when you go in the game and he's installing the plays, and Frank Reich is calling the plays, he's calling the plays that this guy installed. So there's creativity there. I think that's what we're looking for in a coach for a future. Could be. Do I like him as head coach? I'm very intrigued by him as a head coach. I'm very intrigued. He's never been a head coach in the NFL before, so we don't know. But I like getting a new guy instead of the retreads. I just wish we could get rid of Howie. Man, you can't keep 2 quarterbacks with trade value, one and keep one. We need depth at linebacker and progressive. I don't see why you can't. You have plenty of time. You have Carson signed long-term, and you have Hurts. You got to know, forget the value. You got to have a quarterback. If what happens if you trade the wrong guy? I think you got to know which one is your quarterback, and then you can trade. Roseman contract is up after this year. I hope they are beginning. I hope so. Now, I'm telling you, a good sign in this whole thing is the fact that apparently Howie wanted McDaniels. That's what they were saying. And Lurie's like, nah, I'm not sold on him. That means Lurie stood up to him. That's a good sign. And then some people were saying Dorsey was involved in this. That's an even better sign. Saints have the worst cap than Eagles right now. Do they really? I thought we had the worst. DH Eagle, what's up, my man? How are you? What's up, 500? I'm all for starting Wentz, but if he doesn't play well next season, I'm done with him. Oh, I understand. I'm not even saying start him. I'm saying open competition. Hurts versus Carson all off season, in the preseason. Let the best man win. Do you want Goodwin on the team next year? He's gonna be there, but I don't necessarily have to have him. This is literally dumb. Wentz is burnt. He had a lot of injuries, big injuries, and did horrible. We need Hurts. Hey, look, there's nothing wrong with keeping both and seeing if Hurts is so much better than him, he's going to beat him out, right? If he's so much better, he'll beat him out. I'm all about open competition. With the new cap, we're going to be down like 40 million. 40 million over, you mean? Jeffrey Lurie's son is powerful voice right behind the owner. Maybe. Omar, do you remember? Your name sounds familiar, but I can't tell you honestly for sure. I see so many names in a day, and it's hard to keep up. What do you think about signing T.Y. Hilton and free? How old's T.Y. Hilton? I think we got to go young. I don't think we need to bring old guys in, guys that are 30 or older. I think we need to go young and be okay taking a step back for a year or two. No, I don't want him. If he's over 30, I don't want him. So you don't fool anyone. We all know you a Wentz lover. Yeah, I like Wentz. I fully admit that I like Wentz, but I'm not going to cost my team the future. Open competition, my man. Let me tell you something. This hire is about It's about fixing Carson. They're going to a system Carson was successful in. Paul Blade, I don't know where Blade is, man. Where are you at, Paul Blade? Can you fire Howie? Is that even possible? Yeah, I mean, they could fire Howie, but they won't. Dragon Fire, do I know you off YouTube? Because I just wonder if you know Paul Blade. 500 Saints have minus 97 million in cap space. Saints have their minus. You mean there's 97 million over? First round, who you pick? Quarterback, receiver, best player available. Best player available. I don't care if Surtain's better, then take him. I would say I'd probably rate the receivers at this point higher, so I would take them. Okay, no. Okay, I don't. You know Paul Blade. 500. Do you think the Eagles will be good next year? I don't know, Dak Prescott. I don't know. It's I'm prepared to take a step back if need be. They said there's a good chance Dorsey cannot be in. Well, that is what we need, Will. That is the biggest. That is bigger than hiring a coach, in my opinion. If Dorsey gets power, we're in good shape. All right, how you feeling about this? I like it, Eagle Slayer. I like it. I like this move. We should 100% get Devontae Smith in the draft, no doubt about it. We were the best player in the long run. I like it. Hey, 500, do you think we should target Allen Robinson in free agency? No, I don't. I think we need to worry about cutting fat, getting some of this salary out, and then really focusing on the draft, Rocha, my man, what's up? Rocha's tearing it up in basketball. I was watching your streams, man. Sometimes I don't comment. I'll watch you, Sports Fury, Bad Dog. I watch all you guys. I just don't always comment. But I'm always watching. You're doing a hell of a job. Everybody, go sub up my man Rocha for some great quality streams, my man. I assume Sirianni will. If Wentz plays bad, when do you pull him for Hurts? I'm not going in. I'm not naming Carson my starting quarterback. I'm saying open competition. So he's got to go and win the job. We still not drafted good because we get new blood. No, I mean, look, the draft is the GM. So, that's going to depend on it. What wide receivers would you move on from? Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey, they've got to go. I would even consider moving on from Ortega Whiteside. Those three. Philly, good win for Sixers last night. I didn't see the game till after I recorded it. Hopefully, my hope is that if I get home early tomorrow, we can do a live call-in show for a few hours. Then I'm going to stream Sixers Celtics. Richard, thank you for Super Chat. What do you think of the new coach? And do you love it? And will we have a 2017 offense? Richard, thank you for Super Chat. I think our offense is going to look a lot like that. Okay? I think that this is a very intriguing hire. I like it. I'm intrigued by it. Do I know for sure he's going to be great or not? But no, I don't know. But I think that they're trying to get that 2017 offense that Carson had success in back. And I like it. I like it. I do want to know who's got power. Is Howie picking his coaching staff or is he? Think about it. And I said this earlier, the guy goes in, I don't think they knew what to expect. He blew them away in the interview on the first day. He blew them away on the first day. Then he came back on the second day. I think that's big time. Day one changes, Carson, vegan, get JP, Deshaun, Ertz, Jeffrey out, playbook around. Well, Carson don't have to go vegan, but he needs to do something because he gets woogie face. You know what I mean? You ever notice Carson's eating bad, he gets woogie face, a little stress, he looks like Woogie. What do you think about Fulgham and his potential as our number one wide receiver? As far as number one wide receiver, I don't know, but I think I would like him to come back. How will he be controlled? Well, if he can't pick his own coaching staff, if he has no say in player personnel and guys that he likes, if he has no say in, let's say, who's going to start, who's going to be brought up from the practice squad, who's going to be in what position, you know? Wentz is not the answer in Philly. He may not be. He may not be. For y'all that don't know, Nick has a video breaking down the 2017 Eagles in the Super Bowl. This guy's smart. I want to check that out. 500. The Saints are nearly 100 million over the cap. That's crazy. Zeke Elliott's weed dealer. You selling weed? You selling any weed to him? I don't think Deuce wants to come back after this. He might not. He might not. So I'm gonna do about. Well, let me see. I'm gonna do 5 more minutes because then I have to get ready to go back out. It's the middle of my day. I still got a lot of work to do. I was able to sneak away for about an hour and a half. So 5 more minutes. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate that. Who is the best NFC East quarterback? Clearly not Zeke or Dak. Zeke. Is Michael Thomas on the block with no Breeze? I don't know. I don't know. Wentz needs to stop Twinkie hunting. I know, right. You're right about that. I mean, Wentz made such a big deal in 2019 about losing weight and doing what Brady. He did a great job. Jaguars, Lawrence, Jets, Justin Fields, Miami, Devontae Smith, Falcons, Fields, Bengals, Sewell, Jamar Chase. Yeah, that's about what I would do. I was hoping you were going to say Sewell drop. Thank you, Six Bob. Appreciate it, man. My weed makes his palms sweat. That's why he fumbles the ball so much. Ah, I gotcha. All right, Will. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, it's an interesting hire. I think I'm very intrigued by it. I'm very okay with it, and it's going to be fun. Now, I will definitely be doing a live stream tomorrow with you guys in the afternoon. A call in for an hour or so. Rocha says, which wide receiver do you want most fun? If I had to choose, Rocha, it's really close. Devontae Smith and Chase are really close. I have to study them more, but right now I would say slightly Devontae Smith. As a new father, can't blame Wentz for gaining 50 pounds. No, I hear you, but it's time for him to lose that weight, you know? Does Howie make new coaches go through initial rituals? Very well could. I have no idea. What do you think, Rocha? You take it easy, 500. Have a good one. You too, Mark. Jamar Chase is better. You're not gonna get an argument from me with that. You're not, definitely not. You know. Would you trade Wentz for one? No, I'm keeping Wentz. I'm keeping Jalen Hurts. I'm doing both those things. You know. So yeah. So let me just say thank you guys so much for joining this emergency live stream today as the Eagles get a new coach. I'm very intrigued by it. I appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, I might have another video tonight as more things come out. If there's some good stuff, I'll definitely will put one out. Hopefully, we'll be doing a couple live streams tomorrow. And I know a lot of people have been asking for me to do a call-in show. We'll do a call-in show tomorrow. And I want to get your guys' opinions on what's going on with this team and this coach. Comment Star, man, thank you for Super Chat. I want Josh McCown as quarterback coach. Yeah, a lot of people like him, you know. Lloyd says, "You're the best. Let's go." Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, you know. I appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys. If you haven't, on the way out, click the like and definitely subscribe. I appreciate you guys. With that said, I'm gonna get Drones Eagle, man. I'm just ending things. How are you doing, my friend? Definitely I have to go back. It's the middle of the day for me, so I have to go back and got some work to do, and I gotta go get my daughter, all those kind of things. William Stark, welcome to Dingbat Superfans, my man. Thank you. I'm getting ready to drop a bunch of channel membership stuff in the next few days. So thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. Welcome to Dingbat. Welcome to Dingbat Superfans. Appreciate that. Here's your wrench. All right, John. Have a good one. You guys all have a good one. Click the subscribe on the way out. And like I said, as more stuff comes out, I might put another video out later tonight. We'll see. With that said, you guys take care. I will talk to you all later. And, of course, don't be a dingbat.